Look to your right because the judges are ready. So I think we'll get them here and we get started. And afterwards, we can have a nice long chat about your presentation.
Amazing.
I hope you will have a lot of fun.
Thank you so
enjoy
much.
yourself, enjoy the stage and good luck.
Thank you.
Mag ik een groot applaus voor Mick, onze vierde finalist van vandaag. Judges, feel free to join us.
Hi, nice to meet you. Hi, Mick. Hi, thank you. Hello. Could I? Oh, okay, my music, great. Is everybody ready? How are we feeling? Good? Okay. In that case, time. Dear judges, my name is Mick, and it's a pleasure to present for you today. My service and your experience will be about things old and new, familiar and unfamiliar. It will be about looking into the future while learning from our past. Dear judges, today I want you to experience the world of coffee and the potential that it holds beyond Arabica. And to do that, we will taste Arabica's two ancient parent species, Coffea canephora and Coffea eugenides. Coffea canephora, judges, is already well known for its resilience to climate change, but not yet appreciated for its positive flavor qualities, while Coffea eugenides, on the other hand, is known almost exclusively for its flavor, and not much else is known about it. You see, it's a rather forgotten coffee species. But today, you will have a chance to taste the best of both worlds, because today, I will be brewing a 50-50 blend of Coffea canephora to Coffea eugenides. And to give you the very best experience possible, I have chosen two very special lots to do so. For the Coffea canephora, judges, I have chosen a DBrC 2314 variety produced by the Kiva estate in Toombre, Panama. It has been processed as a slow-dried anaerobic natural and roasted with a light profile to a low-end temperature of 197 degrees Celsius. Judges, canephora seeds are tough, and it's difficult to apply a light roasting profile to a bean this rigid. But what the slow drying and fermentation did was open them up. It damaged the cell structure, allowing me to apply a light roasting profile with a low end temperature, preserving its complexity, its delicate sensory characteristics, and most importantly for this species, the acidity that was also enhanced by the fermentation. Now, judges, for the Coffea eugenides, I have chosen pretty much the only thing available to me. You see, this coffee is grown on only one farm in the world, and that's Finca Inmaculada in Julia, Colombia. It is a naturally processed lot, expertly roasted by Stov coffee roasters in Ljubljana, Slovenia. The natural process brought out the tropical character, complementing the unique stevia-like sweetness of the species, while the roast is light and made sure to preserve the delicate and elegant citric and phosphoric acidity. Now, judges, as you can see, each of these coffees is bringing something else to your final cup today. The canephora brings viscosity, malic acidity, and dessert-like flavors, while the eugenides brings a lot of sweetness, citric and phosphoric acidity, as well as the tropical fruit character. Now, to brew your coffees today, I will be using the Pulsar brewer. It is a zero bypass immersion percolation hybrid that comes with a dispersion screen, a release valve, and a restricted flow control at the bottom. I have chosen this method as it was the only way for me to have the ultimate control over extraction. You see, judges, I needed a chamber in which I can brew two coffees with two different extraction rates and no variation from cup to cup to cup. And while the brewer and its design is of great help to me already, I needed to balance it further with my grind settings, and so I have ground the canephora to 660 microns, while I've ground the eugenides to 600 microns as it extracts a little bit slower. Now, with these parameters and this method, I am able to extract exactly 16% out of each coffee, making sure that your final cup fairly represents sensory characteristics of both species while presenting them at an extraction and strength that's easy and pleasant to drink. Now, judges, without further ado, I will now proceed to brew your coffees. Please catch up on any information you might have missed on the menus in front of you, and I will be back with you very shortly. Thank you. Okay, judges, my recipe today is deceivingly simple. I am using 15 grams of coffee, 7.5 of each, and I am immersing it in 200 grams of water in under 20 seconds. My water today is at 90 degrees Celsius. This water temperature helps me avoid any possible astringency from the coffee, as well as reach my desired extraction in the designed time frame, which today is 2 minutes and 55 seconds in total. The ppm of my water is 115, with a mineral content that gently balances out the base flavor characteristics of both species, while enhancing their delicate sensory characteristics, leading to improved perceived sweetness, acidity, and clarity of flavor. Now judges, I am leaving this immersed and undisturbed for 1 minute and 30 seconds. After the time has passed, I will gently swirl each brewer, breaking the crust and allowing the coffee to fall down to the bottom, getting it ready for the last stage of extraction through percolation. Now at the 2 minute and 30 second mark, I will open the release valve and allow the coffee to decant into the carafes below. Now, as I've said, the Pulsar is a zero bypass brewer, meaning that any bypass that ends up in your cups today will be strategic and intentional. And I will indeed add 10 grams of bypass to each of your brews, and I will do it for 3 reasons. First, I will do it to brighten the acidity. Then, to lighten the body. And finally, to improve the general structure and balance of the cup. Now, while we're waiting for your brews to be ready, please note down the following aroma descriptions. The aromas will be of medium intensity, and you will smell red apple, lychee, and candied lemon. Now for the flavor descriptions, judges, please note down the following. When hot, the flavors will be of medium intensity, and you will taste the red apple again, lychee, and sweet milk chocolates. You will experience medium-high brown sugar sweetness, medium malic acidity, and a syrupy mouthfeel. When warm, the flavors will be of medium-high intensity, and you will taste papaya, guava, rum raisin, and the sweet milk chocolate again. You will experience high brown sugar sweetness, medium-high citric and phosphoric acidity, and a syrupy, juicy mouthfeel. When cooled down, the flavors are back to medium intensity, and you will taste candied lemon, sour cherry, brown sugar, and sage. You will experience high brown sugar sweetness. Sorry, that's medium high. Medium high citric and malic acidity, and a syrupy coating mouthfeel. Throughout all stages, you will find the coffee to be of medium weight. You will also find there to be a clean cacao nib finish, and a tropical aftertaste, long-lasting. Now, judges, the last part of your sensory experience today are the cups that you're drinking from. And originally, I wanted to choose small white ceramic cups to provide you with a fairly neutral setting for a new experience. But I couldn't help myself, and I wanted to influence you just a little bit somehow. And so, I have opted for cups with a grainy and rough texture to contrast the smooth viscosity of this coffee. Now, judges, today I will ask you to please assess the aromas directly from the carafe, as their depth and shape will enhance your sensory experience. I will ask you to swirl 5 times before and in between, and I would like you to assess it 3 times in total, each time looking for a different sensory descriptor. After you're finished assessing the aroma, please pour the coffee from the carafes into the provided cups and proceed to evaluate the flavor. Please enjoy. Please enjoy. Please enjoy. I would like to thank you, judges, again for being here today with me, and I hope this presentation has inspired you to look for beauty in life. Thank you very much. Time.
Applause for Mick!
Cool.
I didn't see it. Did it feel good to be here?
Yes, very much so.
You were smiling like all the way through your presentation, so I think that says enough, right?
I was very happy to share the coffee with people.
It was an amazing story to begin with, and it was very nice to listen to your voice as well, if I might say so. So tell us about your coffee, because one of the things I noticed, of course, there's many things to notice, but one of the things I noticed is that you said it's from the roaster is Sto from Slovenia.
Yeah.
What's your connection with them?
I met them in
be
Copenhagen.
something. Aha.
And they're one of the very few roasteries in Europe that have Eugenitis right now.
Okay. So this is how you got to them and decided to work together.
Absolutely, yeah.
But what is your own profession? What do you do for a living?
I am a roaster.
Exactly. So
I've roasted the second half of my blends.
Yeah. So you could have roasted it yourself, but in this case, you let them.
I find that it's better to let people who are good at what they do do the things they're good at, and for me to do the same.
To brew this coffee. Yeah.
No, not only that, but to roast Eugenitis, I think is quite a challenge. So.
Wow. I wish I could taste it, but unfortunately we're not allowed. The judges are ready, so I'll let you say goodbye to them before we continue our talk. Thank you.
Thank you, judges.
Once again, thank you.
Very much.
Thank you.
Very much.
They have this hard job, but on the other hand, it's great. I mean, they get to taste everything. Let's step forward a bit so everyone can see you. So yeah, you said you enjoyed yourself here.
Absolutely, yeah.
Was this your first time competing?
Brewers Cup, yes.
First time, and what did you do before? What competition did you join before? You want to clean up, or you want to?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was meant to. Oh, okay. Sick.
No, we'll have time for that later.
Yeah, it's very difficult to stand and do nothing.
No.
I did a barista competition before.
You did a barista competition. Okay, which one do you prefer?
Definitely brewers. A lot more fun. Yeah.
Is this something that's closer to you? Like, this is what you do more at home as well?
Yeah, I love sharing coffee flavors and ideas with people, and I find that Brewers Cup is just a wonderful way to do it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, you mentioned all the flavor profiles, and I heard some people around me laughing, what, lychee, why, where? But I think for a lot of people it's quite strange to have those notes in your coffee.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of fruity notes.
It's a very fruity coffee.
Yes, it sounded amazing. It sounded really good. So tell us about your filter method. It's new to me.
Yeah, it's basically like a French press that drains at the bottom.
Yeah. And then,
Super
of course,
simple.
with the top that also divides the
so
water.
what I always say, it takes the temperament out of brewing, right? And I'm quite a moody person, and I like to be consistent at these things.
Yeah.
At least, so this really lets me be consistent.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And did you decide to use this way before you got the coffee, or the other way around?
I think no matter what coffee I would have used, I would have probably used this brewer.
Okay.
I think it's very versatile. You can achieve a lot of different profiles with it.
That says a lot.
Yeah. I'm more of a immersion human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then about the cups, because you said you didn't want to go for anything. I think you said something like that. I don't want to do anything special, but then I did, and I came up with
in the beginning I was like, oh no, not again. I'm gonna talk about how the pink makes you take something, you know.
But it's true.
I know.
This is
but
why.
I'm just there are things that are true that I'm still tired of hearing.
Yeah. Okay, I get that.
But yeah, so I went for texture instead.
Yeah. Of course. They look very nice as well, though.
Thank you.
Well, I loved watching you. Can we taste your coffee somewhere? Is there somewhere
tomorrow at Oatly Boots at some hour that I'm not familiar with just yet, just over there. Yes.
If you're here during the day, you can find your coffee, but also you there?
For an hour.
For 1
Yeah.
hour, but we don't know when, so this is going to be a surprise.
I think I want to say 12
12.
or maybe 2.
Around 12.
There's a 2 in the number, so it's either
There's a 2 in the number.
Yeah, so it's
We're
either 12 or
keeping it a
2.
secret. Only people who are invited know. No, but we'll find you. We'll make sure that we'll find you.
Wonderful.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you
It
for
was
being
really
here
lovely
too.
watching
Cheers.
you.
It was nice to meet you.
Groot applaus voor Mick alsjeblieft, onze 4e finalist.